Alrighty folks, another video update. This is my indoor seating setup. That is the VS1000 full spectrum indoor grow light. It's got the Samsung LEDs, basically one of the more expensive / indoor badass grow lights that you can get. Okay, so I got this Jiffy setup. It was like $5 for the whole thing. It's a 72 cell tray. I actually, if you take a look, it was one giant sheet, but I decided to cut them up into 6 cell trays. And if you check it out, what's cool is that if there's a reservoir you set these in, so you water them, get your seeds in there, cover them up, water them, make sure they're watered in, nice and good. And then you fill up the bottom, cover it with this lid here, which holds in all of the moisture. As you can see, it's very humid. And if you take a look, I did this 2 days ago. I've already got seedlings starting to sprout. These are actually, so this is an all, what is it? 18. So all 18 of these cells are zucchini. All 18 of these cells are cucumber. All 18 of these cells are the prize head. Let me grab the seeds here, show you. Prize head lettuce. And the last 18 cells are the black seeded Simpson lettuce. I've still got spinach to do, but I'm going to do that after I clear out, some of these trays. At least 3 of them. I'm trying to do everything 18 at a time. Got myself a whole bunch of popsicle sticks for the next thing I'm about to show you. Popsicle sticks, Sharpie. Let's put the lid back on here. Keeps it nice and humid. Push that back directly underneath the light. I keep this grow light on 18 hours a day. So basically, I turn it off when I go to bed and I turn it back on when I get up in the morning. Because I usually only sleep about 6 hours as it is anyway. But yeah, let me show you what else we got going. Got a new wand. It's got a bunch of fancy shit on it. Walmart, it had nothing else. It was literally the only option. Come on, Pepper, let's go. Coming outside to the new setup. So one of the cool things I wanted to talk about today, my camera, whatever, focus. Whoop. Come on. Adjust. You can do it. So yeah, one of the things I wanted to talk about today is how cool tomato plants are. And one of the coolest parts about tomato plants is their stems. So if you look at this stem here, you see all those little white hairs? Kind of looks like trichomes if you were looking at pot. Well, those hairs are what's called roots primordia. And what that means is every single one of those hairs can potentially, the camera really sucks today, can potentially become a root system. So when they tell you, when you plant your tomato seedlings, make sure you plant them real deep. Plant the whole thing, even the stem. Stick the stem all the way into the ground. So I took my Lithium Sunset there, which is my biggest tomato plant, and did some undergrowth pruning today. But, as you can see, because of the roots primordia, I will take each one of these they were undergrowth stems. You see down here, where it's like, you see those stems? That's because I literally pruned it. I took all of that undergrowth stem, plant them all in their own containers. So right there, my largest plant by far, it has basically smoked everything else in the collection here. Let's see, I've had it maybe going on 3 weeks, versus the plants in the back there I've had the entire time I've been doing this. Anyways, this tomato plant, obviously end of tournament, and it's a big boy. So I undercut the undergrowth, and I get to plant them all. So I've got 6 more Lithium Sunset plants on their way. I'm sure maybe 1 or 2 of them won't take, but so far everything I've done a cutting of has totally taken. My basil here that I didn't do the little snip like one of my first 2 videos was talking about. I didn't do that to these plants. Let them get a little bit taller, and now I just did it. So let's see how thick this one gets over the next couple of weeks. But yeah, that's basically what I wanted to talk about. You can take one plant and get many. However, as you can see, I kind of do have many plants. Got everything in pots now. I'm hoping these two bounce back. They spent the longest amount of time in their seedling containers. So hopefully these two bounce back, and hopefully these, I think they're 2.5 gallon pots, will be enough for them to be happy for a little while until I can get them into one of these 7 gallon fabric pots. But yeah, I got the table set up here. So it's been raining like crazy. I've had to put extra cinder blocks underneath it to keep it from blowing. But I actually went and bought a bunch of tarps. So when I put the rest of the other 2 tables up, I'm going to be covering all 3 tables with a tarp, making them waterproof from at least rainfall or me watering. But yeah, that's going to be basically it for today, guys. You have a good one.